We've made it to the Kane County Fairgrounds for the Chicago Toy Show. Line's getting big, so we're gonna make this short. I'm here with my wife. Hey wife,
Hi.
How much money do I have to spend here?
As much as you want.
There you have it. Let's go. Taking a break to refuel the Wisconsin way with cheese curds. Curd break!
Pen, I got a pen. If you have a pen, that'd be. I didn't bring one. I need to be smarter about traveling with that sort of stuff. Dude, I can't believe you've been carrying this. I'm so scared.
You made it so heavy.
Yeah. Probably not upset. Do you want it personalized? What's your name? Dean? Dean? D-E-A-N? There you go, my friends. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you love it. I love it, yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, man. Thank you. Thanks. All right.
We're back from the Chicago Toy Show. We had a blast as usual. It was way more crowded than I've ever seen it before, but that's okay. I got a lot of really cool things. I saw some really cool things that I couldn't afford, but it's always nice to see those grail items in the wild. I got to meet a few YouTubers. I got to meet Pixel Dan. He signed my copy of the toys of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Right there. And overall, it was great. I would recommend going to the show. So let's go see what I got. So the first thing I got was this Lizard Woman from 1979's Flash Gordon line. A couple years ago at Kane County, I saw one of these and really wanted to buy it, but I didn't, and I've regretted it ever since. This one's in pretty good shape, still got her tail intact, and I basically wanted this weird alien character for my Cantina display. Next thing is a few dinosaurs. If you watched my wish list video last week, you know that I was missing a couple of the Series 1 Jurassic Park toys. This Dimetrodon is one of them. I'm still missing the young T-Rex and the Dennis Nedry figure. But I got him, and I bundled him together with another electronic Dilophosaurus. I have a whole army of these going up against an army of raptors. And a Dino Riders Pteranodon. So they had $5 a piece on these, and I bundled them together for $12. So a pretty good deal for these dinos. Then we have some Masters of the Universe figures. I'm always looking for the rare ones, but I never seem to pick up a lot of the common ones when I see them. But a guy had these at an incredible price complete. So I got Clawful here. And then I got Whiplash. And I have a Man-E-Faces. This is my third Man-E-Faces, and I'm going to display them with each of his faces showing. So just a couple of common Masters Universe figures here that I got at a good price. Next up, we got some vintage Star Wars figures. I needed some army builders, so I got this Stormtrooper. This Stormtrooper. They both need a hydrogen peroxide bath to make them a little whiter, but whenever I find Stormtroopers for $5 or less, I always pick them up. And then I got some more army builders, a Hoth Rebel Commander, I believe is what he's called, and a Snowtrooper. They're both in good shape and also $5. Then I spent a little bit more, and I got a Last 17 figure, the Imperial Dignitary. It's got a very slight nose rub, which is a common problem with these, but that minuscule nose rub saved me $100 on the going rate for this figure. And I'm happy to add another figure I do not have in my collection. And then I found another Last 17 figure. Here is Luke in Endor gear. He is missing all of his accessories, his poncho and his gun and his belt. But I got him at a really good price. And he's in really good condition, so he's going to be a placeholder until I can find a complete one. So that's 2 Star Wars figures I don't have, bringing the number I need down to 10 more. Then, of course, I picked up a few G.I. Joes. Right here is a Lampreys, the Hydrofoil driver. I've got 2 complete Hydrofoils, but I do not have a Lampreys, so I got this one basically free by bundling him with that Imperial Dignitary figure. And then I got an Alley Viper. I don't have an Alley Viper. A lot of people love army building these, so they're usually pretty expensive. This one's in great shape. Got him at a good price. He's missing his gun, but I think I have that in my accessories bin. And then, of course, I had to buy more Crocmasters for my Crocmaster army. This one's missing everything, but he's got his Croc leash, which is broken on the top here. I picked this one up from a fellow Wisconsinite named G.I. Jason. Sometimes I run into him at flea markets. He's kind of my G.I. Joe competition around here. But I thought I'd buy at least one figure from him. And then I got something I don't have. Another Crocmaster, but this one is 100% complete with the breather hose. This hose here is impossible to find. I must have looked at 20 different Crocmasters and nobody had a hose. But this one does. And I mean, it was a bad design to begin with. It plugs into his shoulder and into his face. So like whenever you move his head, you're going to lose that hose. That's why it's so rare. But he also came with his Croc whip, Croc leash, and the Croc. And then I ran into a guy that's in my Facebook G.I. Joe group. He makes these 3D printed stands. Usually I use stands that have peg holes for the feet for the figures to stand in. But one figure, Scarlet from the 82 line, does not have peg holes in her feet. So there's no way to put her on a stand. But he's designed it so that this bar here plugs into the backpack hole in her back. And she can stand up without a peg hole. So that's pretty cool. And I picked up a small bag of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle accessories. Basically, whenever you find a bag of accessories where it comes out to $0.25 a piece, it's a no-brainer to pick them up. I've got some accessories here for the April's News Cycle, Slash's Knife. These three are for Sewer Samurai Leo. These are for Undercover Don. These over here are for Movie Star Mike. And these are just some basic accessories. So I have a couple of these figures without their accessories. This will help complete them, and it'll help me find loose ones to complete later. Then speaking of accessories, this gray plastic stick may not look exciting to you, but this is a strut for a vintage Star Wars Y-Wing. My Y-Wing is missing one strut, so this helps to complete my vehicle. And I got it for about half the price it is on eBay. The last thing I picked up were a few modern figures. This alien from Reaction. I have no Reaction figures. This is my first, but I do like the look of this. It's actually designed based on the prototypes from Kenner back in the late 70s before they decided not to run an alien toy line. So this guy is the same scale as my Star Wars figures, and I'm going to open them up and put them in my Cantina display. And then you may have seen that the Bo-Katan show had just ended, also known as Mandalorian Season 3. So I got this Bo-Katan Retro Collection figure, which is designed to look like the vintage Star Wars Kenner figures. I really like the Retro Collection, especially for the new media. So I have a whole bunch of the Mandalorian figures, and they fit in seamlessly with the vintage Star Wars figures in my dioramas and displays. So, Bo-Katan. So those are the items I picked up. I'm pretty happy with my haul. Didn't get anything really big, but I did get a lot of nice figures for my collection. This is my first toy hunt video I've ever done. I was using a chest cam at the show the whole time, and found out it's very hard to edit that or get very good footage. So next time I'll be sure to carry the phone in my hands and get some close-ups of all the neat items for you to see. If you have any other suggestions, let me know. Other than that, hit that like button, subscribe, and keep following my channel for more toy hunts. There will be a lot more coming this summer. Thanks for watching.